Georgia, and we want to welcome you to this exclusive training video for Project 1 Million customers. We have some phenomenal talent and team members here on our exclusive team that are going to share with you and break down the exact components and details to doing a proper focus group and demonstration. We have Mr. Al Rogers from Orlando, Florida. Welcome, Mr. Al.
Thank you.
We have Miss Latiji Stanton from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome, Latiji. And we also have Miss Angela Arnold from Atlanta, Georgia, joining us on today. So ladies and gentlemen, give them your undivided attention because you're about to learn and you're about to earn with the focus group demonstration.
So you're going to get started.
All right, so first of all, we all know that what we're here to demonstrate is the way we break down these two sanitary napkins. Guys, if you're not doing this, you're missing out. So you have to pay close attention to this because we're going to show you exactly how this is done. You can watch this video over and over again so you will know exactly how this is done. Okay. So first of all, we're going to break it down all the way because we have men here. And some of them say that they can't even open up the sanitary napkin, right?
Yes, and I struggled with that initially. I struggled. Yeah, matter of fact, and guys, I'm going to tell you, some of you guys are afraid to touch these pads. Initially, when I started out, and I'm going to have to use a close-up cam. This video tape. Here we go. This is what I was doing. You see guys trying to rip this thing open. Guys, Latiji is going to show you the proper way to open this pad. So talk about it.
Okay, so the way that you're going to open this pad is simply quite how we usually open other pads. The difference is this one is already open, so it's a little easier for us. So the first thing I want you to notice is the sizes of these pads. Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkins are very thin and compact. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to show you how to open this up because ladies, we know how to open it up, but it is some guys that's going to do these demonstrations that struggle with opening this up, okay? So I would say you just pull this pink strip, hold it right here, get a nice grip, and pull it back. That's the easiest way to open it up.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And you take this off. And there you have it.
Now talk to me, what's on the outside of this pad?
So what's on the outside of this pad, on the back of this pad, this is the adhesive that we attach to our underwear. This is what's on the back of this pad. And on the front, we can open this. And there are wings.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
For
so can
the
the pad
ladies.
fly or something?
And actually, it can't fly, but literally, it can.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Or the other way around.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to lay out the pad on here.
Yes, so we have the pad laid out on here, you guys. Okay? And the same thing we did, this one is much easier to open. We just pop it open and we lay it down here.
All right, go ahead
So
and pop that open for us real quick. Oh, okay, go ahead. Grab the tab.
Yeah, grab the tab, open it up both ways, and then take off the little seal that keeps it secure. And you're gonna lay it down, gentlemen, you're gonna lay it down just like this pad here and just lay it flat and open it up.
Very good, very good.
Okay?
And that actually said it was an 8-hour pad. And this one was a 10-hour pad.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So then you have these two pads laid out, and we're going to say Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Okay? It don't really matter which one is Exhibit A or Exhibit B. Don't make it hard. Just Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Okay? So I'm going to put this right here for the purposes of pouring what we have on this pad. So you guys, just for demonstration purposes, we have already measured out what we're going to pour onto the pads.
And how much is that?
50 milliliters that we're going to pour onto the pads.
See, before you get started, is there a certain amount of length they should put between the pads before they actually pour the feminine flow?
Okay, so you just want to make sure that they're not touching. This one doesn't have wings, but sometimes they have wings. And if it have wings, you don't want the wings to touch because when you're trying to pull them off the surface that you have it on, it probably would, you know, kind of mess up your demonstration.
Pretty much about 10, 15 widths apart. Okay.
Yeah. So we already have this poured out, but you want to do this in front of your client that you're showing this demonstration to. So this one actually has 60 in it. So I'm going to
Save that.
grab this one, which actually has 50 in it.
So I have a question. I noticed the color of the water is green. Mm-hmm. So is it okay? Why do you use green?
So we use green sometimes because it gives an effect. It gives a wow effect where whoever you're showing this to is going to really see and understand the absorbency of our pad. And sometimes with the white, I mean, they absolutely can see it with the clear water. But we want to give them a wow effect to make them just know, like, this is it. It's nothing else in this world better. Okay. So we put something in it. But we want to use green or blue. Okay. We don't want to use red because it might gross someone out. So no red at all. It's compliance. We cannot use any red. So we want to use green or blue. So we have 50 milliliters right here. Okay. And we're going to proceed.
Before you pour that, I just want to talk just a little bit. Okay. Since we're talking about the demonstration, right? Mm-hmm. And we're also talking about the features of the pad. Okay. So before you even pour, what are some of the things you like to focus on in terms of the feature, the top layers? I mean, is that something you have them touch and feel before you even pour the water on them?
Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks for mentioning that. So one of the things that you want to do, after you lay the pad out, you want them to fill these two pads. Okay. You want them to fill these two pads because right off the bat, they're going to know that they're going to be so much more comfortable with the Cherish Pad Exhibit A. Because when you rub on this is so soft and so smooth. Okay. And you guys, when you get your product, you have to open up a pack of Cherish Pads so you could feel it yourself and understand it yourself, open it yourself. You have to do that. You cannot say, I'm not going to open up a pad because that's $5, you guys. You have to spend money to make money. Mm-hmm. So you have to open up that pad. As soon as you get those pads in your house, open up a pad and open up one and fill on it, lay it down, and get the effect. So you will know how it feels. So when you're telling someone else to feel it, you already know. Okay. And then this one is going to be a little rougher. I don't care which one that you get, it's going to be kind of a little rougher. Mm-hmm. And so you want them to feel that because the minute they feel that is at step one, that they are like, I would rather put this on my body than this.
Okay, so this is a lot softer. Yeah. This is a tough texture.
Yeah, this is a lot softer, a lot thinner. Yeah, it's just you just know that this rubbing up against your body will feel so comfortable. Actually, people say you can't feel it, and this is rough. Yeah, this is pretty rough, you guys. Okay. All right.
So this is kind of made out of what? It's very, very soft. So we want to let them know it's made out of 100% cotton.
Mm-hmm. It's made out of cotton. It's soft cotton.
Okay, yeah. And this is very rough, which is like nylon, rayon type.
Some type of synthetic.
So, let them know.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to take this, lay this back down, and we're going to take this, and it simulates the woman's feminine flow. And you're going to take your time and just pour it onto this pad.
You normally go like top to bottom, go straight across, or
side to side? Okay.
Yeah. I kind of go top to bottom. Some people might go side to side. Okay. I kind of go top to bottom because I'm normally a little messy and I don't want it to spill over, so I kind of try to go top to bottom. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So that was 50 milliliters on the competitor pad?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one is about 60. Okay. It's almost. So we're going to do the same thing here with Cherish. And just take your time. Don't be nervous. If you make a mistake, only you know. Right. We have all made mistakes here, you guys. And we'll be able to laugh at it later. So you want to pour this on here.
Okay. So we have it on both pads here. Just making sure it's all on there. Does it normally take this long? No, I'm messing with you.
Yeah, it kind of do. Now, I'm going to tell you actually what I like to do after I pour this on the pads, I like to then give my story, give a little background, just to let the pads sit there for a few minutes in order to absorb the liquid. It don't take long, but I just try to let it sit there a few minutes. So I might tell a story about my daughter or what happened. You might tell like why you got into the business. You might tell that when you saw this demonstration, it was like, wow. Just so, because sometimes you, in the beginning, you might get a little nervous.
Okay.
In the beginning, I'm not nervous anymore because I know what this pad is going to do. But in the beginning, you might be a little nervous. So you want to, just tell a little story. Don't take too long. Okay.
So what you say? So you would say about at least 1 to 2 minutes to let it absorb.
No, a couple of seconds.
30 seconds.
Yeah, a couple of seconds. I wouldn't say no minutes. Just a couple of seconds.
Okay.
Just say, say a little something and. Just to let it absorb, just so you know. And another thing, you guys, you're going to see this pad is so superior that if this liquid would have went on the edges of this pad, it comes back in. Okay. This liquid will actually come back in onto this pad. This pad is phenomenal, okay? So then what you will do, you will have someone come up. If you're doing a video yourself, then you'll do it. But you'll have someone come up if you're doing a focus group in the audience, and you'll have one person come up and Angela going to show you.
Okay. This is Exhibit A.
This is Exhibit A.
Okay. And you want to just press from, it doesn't matter how you press it, but you want to press from the top to bottom and just give it, make sure you get everything.
Yeah, sometimes we have people from the audience come up if you're doing a focus group. Okay. All right.
And then you might say, you'll tell them thank you, whatever, and you'll say, you make sure you say, do you see this? You see this? I just pulled 50 milliliters of water in here, and it's wet. And it's supposed to be a 10-hour pad, and it didn't hold up for 10 minutes. And then you might proceed to say, ladies, you understand how this feels because we are familiar with it. You want to connect the client to this sensation that they're going to get. You want to connect them, or a sensation, whatever you want. You want to connect them with what's going to happen when they feel this pet, so they can understand, like, wow, that is how I feel, right? So you want to do that.
Okay. And I noticed because that was green, you can see a little bit better.
Yeah. And so because it's green, that's another reason why we do that. You can see it on here a little bit better, and they'll see it, and when they touch it, they're gonna be like, ooh, all of that, and then that's going to make make your them know, like, this is what you've been feeling like, because we so used to feeling like this that we think it's okay. But when we feel it, we're gonna start saying, oh my God, I hate it, right? Okay. So then you're gonna get another person, and so we're gonna get Al to do this one.
Okay. So pressing, and a lot of times we can actually slide this and have them press really hard. Press down really hard, right? And
when you pick it up, you're going to say, wow, game changer. Because this right here is a wow factor, you guys, and you have to emphasize on there, right? Because this is a game changer. Not only is this paper towel dry, it is still the same white, right? And we put green dye in there. That's another reason why we want to put it in there, because you want to emphasize that, whatever hit this pad, it goes under there and it locks it up under that system, so it do not touch the woman's body, right? So that's what's happened, and you want to show them that and make sure that you put emphasis on this dry pad. And then you want to ask them, so ladies, do you want to be dry and comfortable or wet and uncomfortable? That's it, you ladies, right? Because we buy sanitary napkins to be dry and comfortable, and that's not happening, right? So now they have a solution where they can be dry and comfortable. And if this pad didn't do anything else, you guys, this is the most comfortable pad in the world. And I'm gonna tell you this, sometimes if I'm at vending events, this is all I do. I do not go and break this down because I don't have time. But I'm gonna tell you, I don't have to, because this right here is enough, right? So after we do that, then we go and we break these pads down in order for them to see. Now we want to tell you guys right here, I know you have saw a lot of videos out there. when we first started this, and we were saying a lot of different languages, and we have to cut it. We have to cut that, you guys, because we want to be around for a long time. We don't have to oversell. We don't have to talk about nobody else's product. All we have to do is simply tell them what our product do.
Right.
What our product. That's simply what we do. And we'll be able to give them a couple of testimonies about something that our product did, but we're not making any claims, no medical claims or anything like that, you guys, because the radar is on us, right? So you want to make sure that you do a clean cut demo. You guys, we don't have to oversell this.
Right.
I'm done right here, actually.
Right.
Because any woman that don't want to be dry,
Right.
I don't know what to tell her.
So it's just the two. So dry. So dry. And what's the other thing?
Comfortable.
Just dry and comfortable.
Dry and comfortable.
Two major points.
Dry and comfortable.
So you mean to tell me most women already know the challenges that women face from day to day, anyways, right?
Yeah, we've been challenged all our
Right. So you have
life.
to focus on the issues they're having.
Right.
Just focusing on a solution. That's what you're saying.
I feel like I've been cheated, right? Because I don't have a cycle anymore, so I can't use this. And I just feel like I've been cheated.
Okay.
You know? So I'm telling you, women, they want to be able to use this.
Okay.
You know, so that's the main thing, you guys. Keep the main thing the main thing. Okay?
Okay, before you, so you about to break the pad down, right?
Yes.
So which is a good way to start? I mean, do you start from top to bottom, from side to side? I mean, what is the correct way to break it down without, making a mess?
Okay. So I like to grab the top. I don't know if somebody might grab the bottom or the top, but I like to grab top, and I like to really just pinch it.
Pinch it.
If you see me, I just really pinch this
So
thing.
pause for a second. You grabbing the top, the edge.
Grabbing the top, and I'm grabbing the bottom, and I'm pinching this thing loose. And you see how it's just coming loose?
Yes.
Nice.
Very good. Okay.
So if they were grabbing it in the wrong place, what would they see? Would they actually see?
It will be hard to get it loose.
Okay.
They'll be pulling this, and it won't come loose, and it's just, it won't come loose. So if you grab this and pinch it,
Go ahead.
and just take your time, you guys. Just take your time.
So you pulling it as you go, or are you gonna?
Because it's another layer under here. So I'm pulling it as I go. But it's another layer up under here. So I want to make sure that I keep that layer down.
Got you.
And just pull off this top layer.
Okay.
This is the second layer, you guys. And this is the gap.
So we don't pull that out.
You want to hold that down.
Okay.
Okay? And you want to actually pull off this top layer.
Nice.
And don't take yourself so seriously. We have fun.
Right.
Because I'm telling you guys, this is probably the best time I done peeled it off. This is perfect, you guys. And this really don't happen, right? With me.
She's a precedent.
You go around the seams. Right, you go around the seams. And it will...
Let them feel it. So do we let them feel it as we after we break it down?
So you'll let someone feel this. And this is made out of synthetic plastics and rayon. And rayon itself is a skin irritant. And you'll let them feel this to know that this is why they're so irritated. Because so many women are irritated during their cycle. They have rashes and other stuff after their cycle.
Okay.
And that's one of the reasons why. Okay? So you want to do that.
Okay.
And then you want to take this layer right here and show them that this is just dye.
Okay.
And this can get into our bloodstream. And we don't want that to happen.
Okay.
And so then we want to take...
So what is this I'm looking at now? What is this right here?
This right here is
that the absorption system?
The absorption system, you guys. And this right here is what's causing a lot of problems. We usually go into a lot of this, but the last time Mr. Crump did a video, he didn't do a lot of that. Right. So I'm not going to go through a lot of that because we want to keep the main thing,
so
right?
The bottom line, it doesn't absorb the fluids well.
Bottom line, it doesn't absorb the fluid well. Okay. But then you can tell them to go on WebMD and look up dangers of sanitary napkins and do your own homework, and you will find out why this is irritating us so much. Okay? Just tell them to go on WebMD and look it up. Okay. Dangers of sanitary napkins. Okay.
So what are you getting ready to do with the absorption system?
So after you show them how dry that it keep you, you want to show them the absorbency level of each pad. Okay. So we're going to take this and we're going to put this in there. That's the competitor's absorber system. So keep something every time, you guys, right?
Okay.
So Maya Angelou says, when you teach, you learn.
That's right.
So make sure when you put this on something, you put it on something that is not going to stick too hard. So you guys, I did lay this down here a little soft, but these guys went to pressing and pressing, right? But at one time, I did go to a demonstration and they put a plastic tablecloth on the table. And it was so embarrassing because we were filming. And I am a neat person. I wanted, when we filming, for it to look nice. It had holes all in tablecloth because it was plastic. So then this right here is the bottom layer. And then you can tell them this is the bottom layer and it is plastic. This is like a garbage bag, right? This is plastic. And so you just tell them what happens with this is that when we're having our feminine flow, when it's supposed to release, it leaves out, but when we sit back down, it goes back in our bodies because it has nowhere to go, right? So we're going to have Raheem to come up to show you guys how to break down this Cherish Pad because he does it so well. Okay?
Come on up.
Good deal. So when you're breaking down the Cherish Premium Sanitary, and always, mention Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkin as you go because we want to make sure we brand, our product.
And I'll pause for a second. I'm glad Latiji brought you up because some men are afraid to do this. So
Right.
it's good that a brother's breaking down this path. So anyways, you can continue. I'm sorry. Just wanted to mention that. Go ahead.
Well, actually, when I first saw the video, I always wanted to just get in
He was eager to test
go in there crump style, right?
All right. So where do you normally start at?
I always like to go top right. Okay, so I'm looking at the seam right in here. And I try to, just like the other one, try to pinch the bottom to hold the bottom from moving. And then just pinch. It's real good if you have some nails. And it'll start raising on you.
Okay.
So once I get that right there in the seam, once I hear that going, then I just slowly take my time and just pull because I don't want to pull all the layers at once.
All right.
So now that it's, see that little opening? Now that it's kind of open, now I'm just going to slide my finger in there, hold that down, and just kind of try to stay on the seam.
So you have this down to a science.
Yeah.
Down to a science.
Wow.
Stay.
Right on the seam.
I just ride that seam all the way down.
Raheem on the seam.
So as you can see here,
So I noticed these little green. Is that the polymer?
that's all the way down to the
Now
bottom.
pause for a second. This is kind of important. I see there's two layers here, right? Okay, so make sure.
So what'll happen is if you start pulling too much, you'll start grabbing all the layers at once. See how I ripped that layer a little bit?
Right.
That's okay.
Right.
But once I see I've done that, I won't continue to pour. I'm gonna get back, hold it down, hold all the layers down with my two fingers like that, and then just get everything up, and then it'll rip all the way down.
Oh, very good. Very
And
good.
I'll take,
Easy. Oh,
Look at
wow. Okay. Hey.
so I'll
Nice
take
and
that back down. Right.
Okay.
So what I like to do is when I take this top layer off, it emphasizes that it is cotton, right? And cotton is soft to the touch, it's soft to the body. I may even mention, our ancestors. Those were the things that they used, and they didn't have as many problems health problems that many people are having today.
Okay.
So it's natural, and you do not have to bleach cotton. It's grown white already. Okay.
So do you have the participants touch this at all?
Yes,
So you hand it to them?
I will pass it around. Let them get a nice feel of it.
Okay. And do you talk about it being kind of porous or?
Not
breathable?
really. Cotton is cotton.
Okay.
People kind of understand that. Cotton is in all clothing. We wear cotton. It's breathable.
Do you rip it sometimes so they can kind of see the fiber sometimes?
Every now and then I will say, it's all biodegradable. Cotton is good for you, right?
Nice.
Okay. All right.
So what I'll do is I'll put my negative ion strip to the side because I want to talk about that last,
Okay.
right? So what you do, now that you have it here, right? The absorbency system is encased in this air-laid paper here.
Okay.
So it's kind of wrapped up under. So what you want to do is get up under it, take the last layer, right?
Wow.
Hold it together because it'll come apart on you. Because it's like, you see those two pieces? Like that? It'll come out. So I try to grab it and hold those two pieces together and just get it to all just kind of rip out like that. Softly. Right?
Okay.
So now I'm turning it upside down
Okay.
and lay it back down.
Nice.
And then I'll open it up like that. Now you have straight access to the absorbency system. Okay.
So Raheem, kind of ask you a question. So you say when this is air laid, right? So I see most distributors, they put all this into the water. So when you open it up, are you going to, is this what are you using all this?
No. So when I open this up right here and I show the absorbency system, I'll go straight and start talking about the absorbency
Okay, so you
system.
talk about the absorbency.
So I take the
Okay.
absorbency system like this and you just roll it.
Okay, so that's the only.
It'll all roll up and stay together. Because if you
Yeah.
don't do it like that, you'll have this green polymer all over the place. And that's what I try not to do.
Oh,
Okay? So then I take the absorbency system. Remember you guys said this had the most amount of water?
Yes.
Then I'll just drop it in there.
Okay.
Wow. Right? Then sometimes you'll have a couple little pieces to try to keep everything clean because a lot of times you'll be doing this in someone's home. Just like the little excess down there.
Gotcha.
Now that was actually pretty clean because that polymer can
Yes.
get away from
Okay.
it. So then you just talk about this is air-laid paper, and the way it's designed is to keep all the moisture away from the woman's body, right? And I just talk about air-laid. See how thick this is? I might mention the thickness of the paper, and then I just mention it's biodegradable. See, it's biodegradable. It's all safe for you. Always mention biodegradable, safe, cottons, and I rip it up like that to show them how easy it is.
Okay.
Then I will sit it to the side.
Okay.
Then I always put my emphasis and I'll smile when we talk about a negative ion strip, all right? This is a negative ion strip and put emphasis on negative ions. Negative ions are called the vitamins of the air, right? And there are a lot of health benefits to negative ions, right? And then I'll go into, you get negative ions from thunderstorms, lightning storms, from the beach. You may mention, have you ever seen anyone stressed out at the beach?
Okay.
You also can mention, you can see them at waterfalls. There's a lot of negative ions and it has a calming effect on the body, all right? So I mention that, and then I'll also tell them, please do your own research on what negative ions do. And at that point, then if we can maybe have someone give, well, we can do that later.
Right.
But I may mention our own personal testimony of
So
someone that I know.
sometimes do a testimony.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
because
you
you just talked about the strip, and you're talking about how it may reduce pain, so on and so forth, so they can come and get their testimony to verify what you just said.
Exactly.
Because they can't see the negative ion in action. Okay.
Exactly.
Great. Okay.
But I'll do that, after the whole demonstration is
You may do-
over.
okay.
But I may mention
Let
just
me
a
ask you
slice.
something too, Raheem. I know a lot of listeners, they may be listening and they say, okay, you're now beginning to talk about the negative ion strip. Now, is it too much information when we go into the levels, the layers of the pad? Before you actually put it into the water?
If you do talk about the layers of the pad, just tell them that the layers of the
So
pad
just
is
kind
on
of
the
keep it
outside.
simple
Unlike
as possible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can mention plant-based polymers.
Yep, plant-based polymers,
Okay, so-
plant-based glues
Okay.
on the back of the construction of the pad.
Okay.
We talk about those. All those things are safe. And then I also mention, we don't throw these away. And I'll give you someone because we even have testimonials of people having, when they put them in their shoes, it's been relieving pain. Those are testimonials of
Right,
what
that's a
people have been
testimony.
saying.
Because actually, Crump, when we went to the thing that he did, and it was just for demo purposes, compliant purposes. He did mention that women are saying that they haven't none to, little to no cramps or no cramps.
Right.
Women are saying that their cycles are being reduced.
Right.
Women are saying that they're having no smell. So those things we can mention.
Right. So the teacher, you're saying we need to direct it back to a testimony. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
We can
Instead
direct
of
it to a
saying it does this
Testimony,
cancer, and so we
research.
cannot use. So you're saying we cannot say the words cancer,
No.
fibroids,
No.
ovarian cancer,
No.
those types of things.
No.
Okay.
Can't mention anything medical related.
So-
but you can say, in addition to comfort and dryness, there are some women say that, reduces cramps. Some say none at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Some say, a lot of women deal with migraine headaches, none at all, heavy clotting. Some say, a lot say.
So you would direct them to go to WebMD for further information.
Go to WebMD, go to YouTube. You can look at, type in Cherish testimonials, and you'll have women right there. You can go to
You do not
nowweknow.net.
have to go through.
Okay. Very good.
So then I'm pointing people to all the areas that they can do their own individual
Yeah.
research
Yeah.
to know about what negative ions are.
All right. So what do we have next? So
Okay.
we did the negative ion
So
strip.
after we talk about the negative ion strip, and I'll pull this paper up. Whoa. Okay.
Okay.
I have to press that on there, right on.
I was trying not to press it so hard.
Right.
So you
So
normally
then-
won't have this happen, right?
Right. Nah.
It's just-
This is the first time I ever put a hole in the
Okay.
bottom of the pad.
Okay.
But what you want to do now is you want to show that
Can you show it to me?
our bottom layer to the pad, notice the 4 tracks. If you
Yeah, I
get
can see it down at
close,
the
you can
bottom.
probably see, the tracks down at the bottom. You emphasize those tracks. Those tracks are breathable. So a lot of times we like to mention, if I put this over a cup of steam, the steam would come through, so it's showing breathability, and that's what we want, because providing air to our bodies helps our bodies,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
All right. So that's how you break down the Cherish premium sanitary napkin.
All right. So while we're still here, you might as well go ahead and wrap this up. You
Okay.
have the.
All right.
So,
So
Angie, do you want to kind of talk about the comparison?
Yeah, comparison. So you would, after you finish the demonstration, like you see with Raheem, you will let them know, okay, how long this has been sitting in water. This was the least amount of water, right? So you would just kind of show them, like, this is the leading brand absorbency system, and you can see there's nothing, guys. No absorbency here. Is still sitting in water. That's pretty nasty, right? And then you want to kind of show them our brand, which see, it's been sitting a little bit longer, and you see the absorbency has absorbed, and you can actually kind of pour it out and say, wow.
Say wow.
Wow.
Say
Now
wow,
that is
Raheem.
really a game changer. And this right here holds, you can tell me it holds 300 times its weight. And better yet, you could just be like, you know what, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to pour a little of the leading brand absorbency system in here.
pour it all in here.
Wow.
Pour it all. He told me to pour it all. And you
Don't be
see,
scared.
and you see how it's just absorbing you guys. So you can definitely do that and let your audience and see that it has absorbed. And you can actually, kind of do the test, and you kind of pour it on your hand and let them know that it's definitely absorbed the water. So, yeah, that's it. Kind of pour it out and let them see. Okay.
So, Letitia, why don't you come on back in here? We can stay right here. Come on in and just wrap this up. You can just put it down. Letitia on the camera.
You told me just put it down.
Just put it down.
So I do want to say that Raheem made a great point. When he came up here, he mentioned that we're talking about the Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkin. You guys, you want to mention that a lot
Okay.
because it is people will take your video and say this is for another product. So you really want to do
Make sure
that,
we talk about
and you really want to have the way that our sanitary napkins look.
so have that. Okay.
Yeah. So you really want to do that because sometimes we don't do that. And one of our videos out here, it wasn't mentioned, so it was a lot of people being able to use it.
Right.
And so now that we know that, we should make sure you mention it through your whole video. Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkins and show them.
And do that even at a focus group, right? Because somebody
Yes.
may be videotaping your focus group, right?
Yeah.
And it may go live on Facebook or some other social media. So that's a great idea.
Even too, it adds more value to our product. Like we have something very, very special. So, we have to say the right term for it. It is a premium sanitary napkin. So they're getting way more, money for way more product for the money, and it's something that's going to take care of our women.
Okay. All right, so there you have it, you guys. I'd like to thank Latiji and Raheem and Angela. You guys did a great job. Hope this was helpful, guys, and continue to be inspired. Until next time.
Yes.